with a dormouse. That can't be very comfortable for him. Hello.
No room! No room!
There's plenty of room.
Have some wine.
I don't see any.
There isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer.
Well, it wasn't very civil of you to arrive uninvited.
But it's laid out for a lot more than 3.
And you took that as an invitation?
Change! Someone needs a haircut.
That's very rude.
Oh, answer me this then. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Oh, a riddle. I'm good at riddles. I bet I can get that one.
You mean you think you can answer it?
Yes?
Then you should say what you mean.
I do. At least I mean what I say. It's the same thing.
Ha! Not at all. For example, you could say, I see what I eat means I eat what I see.
Or, I like what I get is, I get what I like.
I please when I sleep is the same as I sleep when I please.
It is the same thing to you. What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
Oh, I'm 2 days off, and you said the butter was going to fix it.
I used really good butter.
Well, you must have gotten some crumbs in there while you were applying the butter. I told you not to use the bread knife.
Excuse me, but did you really use butter to try to fix his watch?
I really used the best butter.
The dormouse is asleep again.
Hey!
What? Oh, yes, that's exactly what you're going to say.
Guess the riddle yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Me neither. You said you did. We were hoping you'd tell us.
You could do something better with time than wasted asking riddles with no answers to them.
Well, if you knew time as well as I did, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. It's a him.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. I bet you've never even spoken to time.
Well, I had to learn how to beat time in my music lessons.
Well, that explains it. How do you expect him to be your friend when you're beating him? But if he's on your side, well, let's say you start geography class at 9 in the morning, and you whisper to your friend Time, I sure wish the recess bell would ring, and presto, off the bell goes. Geography is over before it even began, and you're in the schoolyard playing with your friends.
That would be nice. Is that what you do?
No, Time and I had a tip last March when you know who over there went mad. We were all at the Queen's concert and I had to sing Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. You know that one?
I know one that sounds like
I
it.
continue. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. Twinkle, twinkle.
Anyways, I'd only finished the first verse when the Queen jumped up and shouted, he's murdering the time! Off with his head! Oh, time was ticked, and ever since then, it's been a damp and drizzly 4 o'clock in the morning for me. Always.
Is that why there are so many places set?
Oh, yes, very good. We don't have time to wash dishes, so we just move on to the next place when things get too dirty.
But what about when you get back to the beginning?
Aha! Fixed it! Or at least I thought I did. Cuckoo. I vote the young lady tells us a story.
I'm afraid I don't know one off the top of my head.
Then the dormouse shall.
Qui fait quoi? I wasn't asleep, you know. I was always saying, ah, who's that?
It's me, Alice.
Marianne?
No, Alice. You help me through the sea of tears? You're a dormouse.
Elle est complètement cinglée.
Well, then she's right where she belongs. A story, and quickly before you fall asleep again.
Once upon a time, there were 3 sisters. The names were Masha, Rina and Olga, and they lived at the bottom of a well.
Well, what did they live on?
They didn't live on anything. She just said that they lived in a well.
They lived on treacle.
Treacle is poison.
Your point being?
You can't live on poison. It would make you ill.
And they were, all three of them, very sick.
Why did they live at the bottom of a well?
It was a treacle well.
There's no such thing. No one would dig a well for poison.
You want to finish the story, huh, Miss Full of Brains? Miss, my name is Marianne Wignot Alice.
Sorry. Try not to interrupt. Please go on.
Try, indeed. Where was I?
Masha, Irina, and Olga at the bottom of a well.
Well,
Change! Sorry, there was a bug in my cup.
the three sisters were learning to draw.
What were they learning to draw?
Treacle.
Draw? Treacle?
From the well.
Draw water from a water well, you draw...
But they were in the well.
Of course they were. Well, they're learning to draw. And they started by drawing everything beginning with N, such as mousetraps, memory, the moon, and muchness.
Muchness?
Muchness.
Muchness! Muchness!
That's it! I'm leaving. This is the maddest tea party. You can ask me to come back, but I won't. You can ask me, really. You can. Aren't you gonna ask me?
Asleep again? This'll wake her up.